Hi Logic students, in this video we will do another symbolization together. Exercise 2 in 671, which is that block from which you have some homework. Let's read this argument. If it is not the case that if all Republicans are conservative, then the Democrats will lose, then a better disaster plan can be developed. Pretty complicated premise, but we'll figure it out. Second premise, a better disaster plan cannot be developed and the Democrats will not lose. So, conclusion, it is not the case that all Republicans are conservative. So let's look at the first premise, which seems to be the most complicated here. But it's pretty clear that it's an if-then statement. If it is not the case that if all Republicans are conservative, then the Democrats will lose. So if all this, then a better disaster plan can be developed. So because this is sort of like the place where the if-then happens, then you know that that is the place where the main logical operator falls. So you can put down this conditional sign, this horseshoe, which will be the main logical operator for the whole statement. And the consequent, a better disaster plan can be developed, will simply be the letter B. A better disaster plan can be developed. Let's look at the first part, at the if part of the conditional. It is not the case that if all Republicans are conservative, then the Democrats will lose. So this if part is a negation. It is not the case that, so that's the symbol for negation. If all Republicans are conservative, then the Democrats will lose. So we need to put that in parentheses to keep it together. If all Republicans are conservative, if are, then the Democrats will lose. D. Does that make sense? If, this is the whole if part of that conditional. If it is not the case that if all Republicans are conservative, then the Democrats will lose. If all that, then a better disaster plan can be developed. Okay, so this takes care of the first premise. Let's look at the second. A better disaster plan cannot be developed and the Democrats will not lose. So you can see that this is an and statement. So the main logical operator will be this symbol. And now all we have to do is take care of the two sides. A better disaster plan cannot be developed. So because B is a symbol for a better disaster plan can be developed, we will have to symbolize a better disaster plan cannot be developed as not B. And the Democrats will not lose. So again, D is a symbol for the Democrats will lose. But here we have to symbolize the Democrats will not lose. So not D. Now on to the conclusion, which is simply, it is not the case that all Republicans are conservative. So it is not the case that is a negation. So the conclusion simply says, not all Republicans are conservative. So it's not the case that all Republicans are conservative. So here we have our argument. If it is not the case that if all Republicans are conservative, then the Democrats will lose, then a better disaster plan can be developed. A better disaster plan cannot be developed, and the Democrats will not lose. Therefore, it is not the case that all Republicans are conservative. So I hope you can see that some of these symbolizations are complex, but if you use a divide and conquer approach, if you take them bit by bit and are careful, you can do them effectively. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.